Flashlight.
It's everything.
Oh yeah, I'll take that too.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, so,
Ow! Fuck!
Daniels to the end zone, has a receiver, touchdown West Virginia.
Tony Mathis gets West Virginia on the board.
Chase Harlow with 90 seconds to go.
hello and welcome to week 6 of the PRT Boys podcast. I'm your host, Quinn Robie, sitting here alongside
Griffin Harper.
I'm Andrew with a bad voice now.
And Camden.
And so, as you see, we are officially on YouTube now, thanks to Andrew. So
Here's our dumb-looking faces.
here's exactly what we look like. I'm very sorry for Griffin. I know. I'm sorry for the ones that he scares away. I am very terribly sorry.
Shut up.
But anyway, so today is going to be a different type of episode. Today was the NFL trade deadline, which historic day for the NFL and the trade deadline. And then today is also the college football playoff selection show, week 1 of those playoffs, of that ranking system that comes out. So we're gonna
about Game 3 of the World Series.
When we get to our college football segment, it should be about time to that's when they'll go live. So we'll actually sit here and react to those live here with you all. Well, not live, but you know what I mean.
Live now.
Now for us. But yeah, so
we're in real time. You're not. Okay.
yeah. So first, let's start off with the trade deadline. I think the first big one, I guess you could say, and my list is completely gone to scrap, so I'll just start with this one. Calvin Ridley has been traded from Atlanta to Jacksonville. And what's ironic about this one is Calvin Ridley is currently not playing in the NFL right now. He was suspended for gambling. But Jacksonville decided to go out and get him. And it makes sense, and you got to get Trevor Lawrence. You know, you got to get him some weapons. So I think it's a great pick, or it's a great trade for Jacksonville. I really like it, and I support it 100%. What are your all's thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's good even for the Falcons because they're gonna start they're rebuilding right now, and Ridley's an older guy. What is he, 28 or something?
Yeah.
So I mean, getting rid of him makes sense for some picks.
Yeah, Griffin.
I mean, I think it was obviously it was really good for the Jaguars in the future, but I think it benefited both teams. But honestly, I think the Jaguars won the trade because they're getting more depth of a quarterback who has a lot of potential in the league, but giving him more weapons, kind of like what they did with Jalen Hurts, giving him A.J. Brown, facilitating a veteran wide receiver for him and everything. So
yeah.
I think the Falcons won, or I think the Jaguars won the trade, but the Falcons also did prepare for the future.
Yeah, same as they did with Tua Tagovailoa, getting Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, that was a good move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's like.
You happy about it? You happy
I'm
about
very
that?
happy
I bet
about
you
that.
are.
So the first trade though that really kind of got today really started off was the Vikings getting Hawkinson from Detroit. So the Vikings got T.J. Hawkinson, a 2023 4th-round pick, and a conditional 2024 4th-round pick. The Lions got a 2023 2nd-round pick and a 24 3rd-round pick. I think the Vikings, their tight end I think they said he was out 8 to 10.
Yeah, 8 to
Is
10.
it 8 to 10? So he's out 8 to 10 weeks. So that was, as soon as they found that out, it's like, let's go get Hawkinson. That's exactly what they wanted to do, and they got him. So the Lions giving up a tight end, but it's now going to set up more receptions and more catches for St. Brown, who is an offensive weapon that Jared Goff has and that the Lions could really use, and maybe that's what the Lions need to turn the franchise around.
Now, obviously, the Lions are preparing for the future. They do not have Super Bowl aspirations.
They have been
playoff
planning for the future for
But-
about 30 years now, but that's okay.
I feel like the Bears and the Vikings got better, and the Packers stayed the same. They didn't get better or worse, but they aren't good to begin with. And then obviously the Lions got draft picks, but right now they suck.
Yeah.
So I feel like the division right now is just a race between the Bears and the Vikings. But the Vikings, I mean, they have the potential if they could win the next few games, and the Bears could take a few and lose a few. The Vikings have the potential to just run away with this.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And another one, Andy, did you want to say anything about that one?
Well, I mean, I had a comment about the.
The Calvin Ridley, yeah.
No. Is that Jacksonville?
Oh yeah, the Calvin Ridley. Yes.
I mean, yeah. The only thing that I want to say about that is, I mean, I also think that Jacksonville won that trade because, I mean, if we learn anything from WVU, we can only rely on a good quarterback for so long.
Yeah.
And you add this wide receiver, it just adds depth. You're fine. Jacksonville won the trade. But yeah, that's all I had to say about that.
So a little bit of the shocker of the day, as in a couple of franchises. One, the Packers did not go out and get anybody today, which was really shocking.
The whole talk around was that they were going to go out and get at least the wide receiver, and they did nothing.
Yeah, and another franchise that doesn't really attack the trade deadline as much, the Pittsburgh Steelers. They went and attacked it, obviously giving away Chase Claypool, but you get a second-round draft pick, which, in this trade, it really is a win-win for both teams. Chase Claypool, he's off and on. Yeah. Sometimes he'll come out and have a good game, sometimes he won't. The Steelers are good with their wide receiver core. They have talent. You got to get George Pickens more snaps, but with Claypool still there, that's not going to be able to happen. So now, hopefully, this will move Pickens into the wide receiver 1 or wide receiver 2, depending on how you look with Deontay Johnson, depending on how you look there. You still have Sims. You have Oshesky, who got some problems there with him, but that's okay. But then they went out and they got Williams Jackson III, who has not played well for the Commanders, but has played well for, I think he was drafted by the Bengals. And it's actually a guy the Steelers looked at when they went to go draft him. So it's really, the Steelers really attacked this trade deadline more than, they attacked it quite well. Probably the top two that really attacked it were the Dolphins and the Steelers. I think we can all agree on that.
Definitely.
The Dolphins and the Steelers really attacked it. So I think, and with the Jackson III trade, the Steelers actually, they give up a 7th-round pick that's conditional, and what they get, they give up, 6th-round pick. So you don't really lose anything there, So it's smart on that end. So, but obviously another big one, and the one that really kind of shocked everybody, I kind of forgot that he was on the trading block and that they said they were going to trade him, was Denver trading Bradley Chubb to the Dolphins.
Obviously, that was a great move. The Dolphins didn't. I know you obviously know, but the Dolphins don't have a lot of weak spots. They have probably the best, or it is the best wide receiver tandem in football. They got a great quarterback who's young, but he's doing a lot better than. People expected him to do decent, but I think he's exceeding people's expectations.
This was his jump up year. He had to do something, and he's doing everything.
And they have a solid running back in Mostert, and now they got that new running back from San Francisco. Since the Niners are in no need of him because they got McCaffrey, so they got 2 solid backs. They got 2 stellar wide receivers, a good tight end. I'm gonna say a decent tight end, and then a good quarterbacks. And their defense, they had I feel like their only weak spot in the defense was the pass rush, and
they picked up Bradley Chubb.
I have a quick question. So, before today, what was your top 5 in the NFL in power rankings?
Bills number 1, baby.
Bills,
Eagles.
Probably Chiefs.
Bills, Eagles, Chiefs.
Mm-hmm. Dolphins up there somewhere?
Honestly,
Dolphins.
I don't
Dolphins
have the
coming at
Dolphins
4.
5.
Yeah, just because their defense, but now.
That's where I'm getting to.
Yes.
My order was, it's really this is unbiased. It's a toss up between Bills and Eagles for me for number 1 because solely for the fact that if with ESPN's power ranking, the Bills are 1 and the Eagles are 2, but the Eagles have more. If you look at the rest of the power rankings, they beat the number 4 team and the number 5 team in this, while the Bills lost to the Dolphins and they beat the Chiefs, which was their best win, who are number 3 in the rankings, in the power rankings. But I still think that, I don't know, it might be just me, but I think an undefeated team should be number 1 in any ranking. I don't understand.
They beat the strength of schedule comes into play.
But still, they beat 2 top 5 teams.
Two.
Yeah.
If you beat 4 or 5, then that's a different case.
But the Bills haven't beat 2 top 5 teams. They only beat 1.
I was about to say who.
And they lost to the 7th best. And they lost to the 7th best team in the rankings. I don't know. It puzzles me.
It just goes.
Obviously, the top 7 teams in NFL, all honestly, in order from 7 to 1, it goes Dolphins, Ravens, Vikings, Cowboys, Chiefs, Eagles, Bills. I think all 7 of those teams could win the Super Bowl. Honestly. There is, especially now, the Dolphins made a big push.
Thank you for really.
What was it? What was the trade last year that really put the Odell Beckham trade that really put him over the that put him over the mark? He got that touchdown in the Super Bowl towards ACL, but without Odell, they don't win the Super Bowl. No. I feel like that could be a possible thing that could I feel like maybe in the future Bradley Chubb would get like a strip sack or whatever and get the football and win the game for them in the Super Bowl.
The thing, the Dolphins were always good at stopping the run and stuff, but they always just let the quarterback stand in the pocket for 5 seconds, find an open guy.
Yep.
Now with Chubb, he's not going to be able to do that. They're going to have to do.
Quarterbacks are not going to have any time.
Yeah.
So this actually just came out. So the Texans were discussing trading Brandon Cooks with the Cowboys. Time actually ran out before they could resolve it. So it's really unfortunate for the Cowboys.
Why would they get him?
Huh? Adds another receiver.
I guess.
The Cowboys, not like the Packers.
Yeah,
that was actually my next point. I'm stumbling here. The Packers, they needed, everyone knew today, they needed to go out and get some wide receivers for Aaron Rodgers. Chase Claypool, that's where I thought Claypool was going to go. Or the Bears. I said what, a week ago, that the Steelers were going to trade Chase Claypool for Smith or who was the other one they had? Oh my gosh, why am I going blank?
Quinn.
Who?
Quinn?
Yes. One of those two. That's who I thought they were going to trade for. The Steelers were late on that, but they still traded him, and you still get a second-round pick. It's still a good trade. But I feel like the Packers are really going to regret not going out for a trade today. But maybe they're going to sign some free agents with, some of these guys getting released when, for that. So we'll see what happens with that. So that's, another thing. The Browns didn't trade Kareem Hunt like there were some rumors to be. The Colts ended up trading their running back, Hines, over to the Bills in exchange for Zach Moss and a conditional 2023 6th-round pick. So, that's obviously, I'm just trying to go through the list here and see kind of what's, Miami added Wilson, the running back from the 49ers, and obviously Chubb as well.
Did we do the podcast before, last week before Quinn got traded to the Eagles?
No.
Oh, we should mention that too then.
Yeah, Quinn did get traded. It's on my list here. So Quinn did get traded to the Eagles there. I mean, obviously.
It was I thought that was a great move. I mean, add more depth to the defense.
Yeah.
I mean, if one of your guys, because we have a really, it's undebatable that our defense is a top 5 defense.
Yeah.
In terms of all aspects.
And now it's going to help you because you can shift some guys around because Davis is hurt. Davis got hurt against Pittsburgh.
I'm aware.
So you can shift some guys around and you can move him in there. I mean, you can't not necessarily put him in the same spot as Jordan Davis, but you can shift other guys around.
There's strength on the line, which is important.
I think they really got lucky with that because if they didn't trade for him, they could be sitting in a really tough spot right now.
Yeah, and I'm glad that they didn't do anything else either because I feel like if they just fidgeted too much with the roster, it wouldn't be good anymore. I feel like if they did something that they thought looks good on paper, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to equate to the to the field.
The Eagles only gave up a 4th-round pick for that one. So
which is great.
So that's
and next year we still have 2 second-round picks, which is outstanding.
So that's really big. So the trade deadline was big in the NFL this year, record-breaking. I think Adam Schefter said 10 of those. Big time for. Big time for the NFL, really. Trade deadline, it's biggest that we've ever seen, at least, How
many trades today?
I believe 10. I'm trying to fact-check myself on that. I do believe 10.
Are we talking just significant trades, or...?
I'm just talking about, total trades, just in general.
Well, I'm saying, let me look. Adam Schefter did tweet it. But, yeah. It's just... the trade deadline is insane. I didn't expect that many to really happen.
We've never seen a trade deadline like this.
No, that was insane.
Okay, yeah, here we go. There were a record 10 trades made today, the most ever on any NFL trade deadline day.
How many are there
10
usually?
Today. 4, 5, 6.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So, yeah, they really...
That's almost double of what it usually is.
Yeah, 4 good teams trying to lose.
Okay, so teams went, utilized, and attacked the trade deadline, and I think it's going to make football interesting. We'll see what happens. Obviously, the Steelers have shown they're they're waving the white flag. They're surrendering. They're going to want to rebuild, and that's okay. We knew that's what was going to have to happen after Big Ben, and that's what everyone knew, and so it's not a big deal at all. And the Bears are finally, they could have went in the draft and gotten, a wide receiver there, but they didn't. They chose to get one today, and look what happened, So I think it's big. It's big for all these teams, and so I'm really excited to see the future the NFL over the next coming weeks and see what, really happens, with that. Some of these teams rebuilding. Interesting to see the Lions, see how they're going to attack.
I think obviously the Hawkinson trade was good for the Vikings, but I feel like they're pretty much going to be the same because they just pretty much got another tight end because their other tight end got hurt. And Hawkinson's better than Smith, but not too much better. I feel like the only team that really, really profited for this year in the trade deadline was the Dolphins. They're the only team I feel, or I guess the Eagles too, because they have a chance to go far. So did the Dolphins, but I think the only team that was maybe a one tier below Super Bowl chances. I feel like the Dolphins were the only one that could jump that tier and go to contender. Because I feel like right now there's 3, maybe 4 legitimate contenders: the Chiefs, the Bills, the Eagles, maybe the Vikings, and now the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think the Cowboys are as good as people think.
Yeah.
I just don't.
So, that really gets it going today. It gets, the NFL going. We'll come back and do the NFL predictions later in the show, towards the prediction half of the show, as obviously the first half, we kind of talk. So, today is just big in the NFL. Some of the trades were surprising, some of them weren't. So the next thing, is obviously WVU.
God.
They're rough. They're rough right now. So Neil Brown, I will say one of the things that he did say in his press conference today, that Garrett Green could be used more on the groundwork with the running backs out, and that leads me to say this: C.J. Donaldson is out for the year. Mm-hmm. Tough loss for the Mountaineers.
But we do have Garrett Green now, which honestly, okay, look. I get how that sounds. C.J. Donaldson is a huge loss for the Mountaineers. But at the same time, I really liked seeing Garrett Green on. He played wide receiver when he played the one play.
Yeah.
But I really liked seeing him running with the ball, and he seems pretty good. So I feel like that's a good addition.
Yeah.
Even though.
Yeah, I agree.
Of course, I think the cons definitely outweigh the pros, but the pros definitely a good thing. So
yeah.
They're both decently monumental.
Oh, wow. That is actually big. Now that I looked up who that was on Breaking News there on SportsCenter, Andy Reid's son has just been charged.
Manslaughter?
No. Ooh. I am looking to see.
Was he the one who got in the car accident?
Yeah.
Drunk driving,
yeah.
Oh.
So he... I'm trying to find it here. I'm trying to find a reliable source, too, so, I don't... You know what? Let me just go back on my TV here. But sorry, we're going to shift right back to NFL. I know it's a little whack, but that is what it is.
That's just what today's episode is going to be. It's going to be an extra long one, boys.
All right, so it says, Reid is sentenced to 3 years in prison for drunk driving.
It's a lot of years.
Drunk driving, speeding, and hitting parked cars.
Oh, jeez.
He also killed somebody in that, didn't he? At least injured somebody.
Wait, that's a dude?
Yeah.
Britt Reid?
Yes. Look it up.
Britt.
No, I'm not.
Andy Reid's son.
No, I believe you. I just didn't.
Yeah, Andy Reid's son.
Yeah, Andy Reid. Yeah, Britt.
I just thought Britt. I'm sorry.
I know. I did too. That's why I was thinking. That's why I was sitting here thinking.
I thought it was.
What?
That's
why I said that.
Yeah, I thought it was Britney bitch or something.
No, it's
No.
Okay, Camden. I'm sorry.
So, back to WVU. Obviously, like I said, CJ's out for the year. Tony Mathis will be a later in the week decision on if he plays this week. Neil is really on it this week. He responded to the questions about reasons for the roller coaster ride this season, and he gave a Mike Tomlin-like answer.
You'll see.
This is what he said. The standard is the standard.
The standard is the standard.
Standard is the standard.
The last thing that he said along those lines was trust the climb. And
There's
not much more to trust.
The climb.
There is not much more to trust in this climb. It's more of a descent. And I'm just
boo.
we're just hanging on. We're hanging on for dear life.
It's not much of a climb anymore. It's more of a incline hill.
Trust the climb.
I would say it's just like a hike going forward. Just
So-
not like up,
Like I
not
said,
down.
like I said, I
just
probably
a
should have done
linear
that.
line.
Oh, jeez.
It's
Like you're
It's
just driving
interesting.
through Arkansas through cornfield. That's what it's. That's what it's like.
it's interesting
is,
that
definitely.
he's saying this stuff. Trust the climb when he's not giving the fans a reason to trust.
It's unacceptable. It really
The
is.
football team, they looked decent against TCU.
I mean, okay,
Against
I-
a top
yeah.
team in the
I
country.
mean,
they looked
against
good.
Jesus, against TCU, who was what 7th? It is still 7th, I believe. Yeah.
We'll see in about
Believe that what is it? Like
about
maybe
20 minutes. We'll
20
see in about
minutes
20
time.
minutes what they are.
But I mean, against a top 10 team, I feel like they didn't do that bad.
No, I felt like the offense played well. JT played up to his standards that he needs to play to keep this team to win.
does.
The defense has just got to get better. And honestly,
It's not gonna get better this year.
at this
It's just
point,
not.
I'm willing to see them Neil fire the defensive coordinator before the university itself firing him.
I don't even think it's a problem with coordinators. I just think we don't have
We're just
talent.
not good.
Well,
Something
here's the
with
thing
talent.
to look at, though, and here's why I think he hasn't been fired. He has a top recruiting class coming in next year.
Oh yeah, what are we 33rd?
Do you want to fire Neil Brown and all those kids leave, or do you keep him and
keep
you
it
just
constant.
suffer again?
I've
Because
been-
we've already
I-
suffering again.
I've been a very football player and who's a starter, and he seems very optimistic.
I mean, they all seem optimistic, and I think the offense is where they need it to be. The defense has got to get fixed, and you got Rodney Gallagher coming in. Where is he from in Pennsylvania? He's from close. His dad played football here, I believe. So Rodney Gallagher's coming in, who's going to be good on the defensive side. You have tons of defensive weapons coming in.
I know.
And you can also utilize the transfer portal, which they did this year.
We got Jaquay Hubbard from
And I
from
just
Virginia.
think those
That's
guys.
the player I interviewed.
I just think those guys
I'm
just
just saying. Sorry.
it's just not clicking yet. And I think maybe you go out, you fire the defensive coordinator and not Neil, because those recruits will stay. So that's what I think maybe you could do. So we'll see what happens. See what happens this week. This week you have a team this week that WVU is going to face that is
That's usually
not
how things work.
not up to par on their offensive side of the football. They're okay. Obviously not the best.
They're not TCU level.
Yeah, they're not TCU level. You're playing. I mean,
Iowa State.
let's see. I'm pulling up their stats right now.
Cyclones are not good.
So their statistics on the year, they're 3-5 as well.
They only have like 20 points per game, while we have 34.
Yeah.
But on the defensive side, they have 16 points per game.
Yeah.
So,
Is that allowed?
yes.
So
We have 34.
yeah. So that's gonna be, it's gonna be a big thing. Is can our Neil said this a couple weeks ago, and it still is gonna come into play. You win a football game with the turnover differential, and you got to win that turnover differential if you want to win the football game. So I think for the rest of the year, they got to go out and do that. You got to go out and get picks. You got to force fumbles. You got to make more special team plays. You got to find those plays that motivate the team on the sideline, that motivate your offense. And, I mean, you got to get those 3rd down and 4th down stops. WVU has not been doing that recently. You got to do that. So I think if WVU can do that, you're going to be sitting in a nice spot for what's to come. So I think this week it's really going to be interesting to see what happens with WVU. Can they go up to Iowa State and pull out a win? I personally, which we'll get more into this, I think they can if the offense plays the way they are, because Iowa State's offense isn't quite the best either.
They're a big defensive team.
So I think it's going to be interesting to see. WVU obviously puts up almost 40 points a game, which is big. But at the same time, we allow the same points that we score.
That's true. The only issue that I have with the Mountaineers is that we rely too much on JT Daniels and the offense. when our defense is so poor.
It's because we don't have a defense. We can't rely on them.
Precisely, and that's really my issue. We're pretty much saying, okay, score so many points that our defense doesn't have to do anything. We shouldn't be in this position.
We shouldn't, but we have to be because defense can't do anything.
And that's the thing. Iowa State is a very offensive team. Their quarterback has 14 touchdowns. The only thing is, he does also have 10 interceptions, so that could go in.
Can I correct you on this?
I'm sorry.
They run the ball and only average 97.3 yards a game.
Yeah, but they throw the ball over 200.
Yeah, but so do we.
Yeah.
They're not an offensive team. They're more of a defensive team.
Okay, well, never mind.
Like their passing yards.
Because if you look
is
at
180.
passing yards allowed, it's 180, and rushing yards allowed is
Then
115.
I was looking at the wrong column then. Yes, I was.
Yeah,
Okay. I was looking at WVU. All right. Well, no. Iowa State is not.
They are not. Because
very offensive
we talked
team.
about this on TCT on the radio.
Right.
And that's a big thing. So I think WVU is it's going to be interesting to see. Oh wow, it's not on TV this week. It's on ESPN Plus. That's great. So I think it is what it is.
Gold Glove Award winners got announced in baseball.
Tonight?
I'm sorry?
They already got announced.
Oh, sweet. We'll talk about that in the MLB segment that we will go to here.
Well, this is just going to be a lot of announcements.
The next one I wanted to get to is starting next Monday. Men's basketball. It's back. It's back, baby.
We're going to the game.
Yes, so I don't know if you knew that. Did you know that we're all going to the game? Men's basketball game Monday?
Who's the wheel?
Us three.
If you want to
Get
go,
your
you
tickets.
Request your ticket.
Get your tickets.
Request your tickets.
Get
So,
the tickets.
When is this
Lower-
next one?
yeah,
Lower
on
seating.
the 7th.
Lower
Get
seating.
the tickets.
Yeah, lower
Get
seating.
the tickets.
We're going
Get the tickets.
Um,
going to watch
I'm
the
trying.
Mountaineers play Mount St. Mary's.
Get the tickets.
Sick.
I'm trying to find
Definitely
something
do that.
on here
Get the
that.
tickets.
As I
Proceeds
pretend
to
to
it.
Get the
sound intelligent.
Get the tickets.
Hey,
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so
Griffin.
something for WVU's sake. Did you all see who they went out and got off the transfer portal? Literally like 3 days ago.
No,
Yeah, what was the dude?
The MAAC preseason player of the year
Yeah.
from Manhattan.
Hey.
So he will be eligible around. Let me go back to my tweets here. I'm looking on Twitter. On Twitter.
Tweeter.
Twitter.
I love
That's
Tweeter.
where I get most of my information, but that's okay. That's where a lot of people get for most of their information. Twitter. Let me go find it.
Currently scrolling.
Currently scrolling. That's Big Ben in a Top Gun outfit. Isn't that just great?
Just keep going. Keep going. There's Mike Tomlin.
That's Mike Tomlin. Yes, sir.
There's Kenny Pickett, I believe.
So,
Kiani.
okay, here it is. Jose Perez. So he entered the transfer portal on a week ago today at 3:30 p.m. WVU made their first contact at 10 p.m. Tuesday. Sunday at 5 p.m., Perez committed to WVU. That's a very, very big turnaround.
My goodness.
So, this article will give me his stats. So, I think Bob Huggins, everyone was like, oh, he's not going to be able to go and get anybody off this transfer portal. He's never used the transfer portal. Bob Huggins is proving once again that he is a Hall of Fame coach. And it's obvious. So, Perez, he's 6'5", 220 pounds. He chose WVU over Georgia Tech, Louisville, Mississippi State, Missouri, North Carolina State, and TCU. He was the MAAC preseason player of the year and was heavily recruited during the 5 days in the transfer portal. Other programs like Memphis, Oregon, Texas Tech, Kansas State, Texas, Alabama, and many more reached out to Perez in that time. So he obviously chose WVU.
So he did?
Huh?
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding.
Come on now.
wasn't-
He believes to be eligible around Big 12 play. So that will be big going into Big 12 play because WVU's schedule, which I'm trying, and it's not loading at all. If you get that up. But
WVU's basketball schedule?
yeah, I should have it up. But yeah, so
I got it.
Wait, I've got it right now, actually.
No, I got it.
Yeah, I get it.
I got it.
So
I have it right
Here we go.
here.
No, give me a second.
Yeah, I got it.
so
I'm
WVU. Here we go. I got it
Um,
now.
no, I got it, Quinn.
So they play Mount St. Mary's, Pitt, Morehead State, Penn,
Penn,
Purdue, Xavier, Navy, UAB,
UAB,
Buffalo.
Stony Brook,
Stony Brook.
Kansas State.
Kansas State.
Oklahoma
So
State,
that's stop right there.
Kansas,
Stop right there.
Kansas,
Stop right there. Because my point was,
Oklahoma.
you are playing maybe UAB is usually pretty good. Buffalo's usually pretty good. Xavier's pretty good. You also may find Gonzaga somewhere in this mix because of that
tournament,
the Phil Knight
Phil
tournament.
Thing, yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna have some games in here that
We're gonna lose.
you're gonna have some games in here that are gonna be hard to win.
Kansas too.
But
Yeah, Kansas twice.
getting Perez around Big 12 play is gonna be big.
12.
So okay, so here's the official. So he can actually play right after December 17th when WVU's first semester ends. Because he's not obviously going to start school now. It's not possible. He will start next semester. So he will be able to probably
I wasn't aware that
play.
players could do that.
Yeah. So I wonder if he could really play the 18th against Buffalo. That's something that we'll look forward to. He's obviously going to need, he's going to need time to obviously adjust. But big time pickup for WVU and Bob Huggins as the season comes closer. WVU hosted Bowling Green in an exhibition last Friday, which they won. I watched it. It was a 73-57 win over Bowling Green on Friday night.
Big.
They showed the defensive side really showed effort. I'm trying to find the exact stat. It was so they forced 20 turnovers, and Bowling Green shot 31% from the field. But WVU also, I believe, had I really want to find the stat, but I can't really find it. They had like 70-some rebounds.
Dang.
WVU does that in the Big 12.
That's not,
It's going to be a force to reckon with.
that's gonna be good.
Former University High School and now Bowling Green guard Caden Matheny made his return trip to Morgantown. He only scored 3 points, but I do believe he started. Eric Stevenson, who's a transfer, put up 18. Matthews put up 14. Kudry and Johnson put up 11 for WVU. So I think WVU, they're looking decent already.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, they beat Dayton.
They did.
They beat Dayton in that first scrimmage, the behind the scenes scrimmage.
There is potential.
There is potential, and obviously, yeah. Not only does he have a lot of transfers that are being brought in, but you also have Bob Huggins as the
I mean,
head
it's
coach.
Bob. It's Huggins.
It's Bob Huggins.
It's Huggins.
He tends to have one down year, and then the next year he just comes back and punches you right in the mouth.
I mean, think about it. You went from 3 seed to not making the tournament. We're back.
Yeah. I mean, so I think, so it's really we'll obviously be able to talk more next week after we see this team against Mount St. Mary's Monday.
Do we
Tip
wanna
off is set
record
for 7 p.m. Huh?
Do we want to record the game?
Dude, we're going to the game.
I know.
That's illegal.
It
You
is.
can't just record it.
I know.
You
but
want to serve the jail sentence? You can serve the jail
That's
sentence.
not what I mean. I mean like a special where like we film ourselves
No,
going
you
to the
can't do
game.
I don't want to do that.
You can't do that.
Oh yeah, I don't think
There's no way you can do that.
I mean, you could, technically, but we don't want to.
There's no way you can.
I want to enjoy the game as a fan.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
It's my
here we
first
go.
WVU game as a
Okay,
student.
but
man.
whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, I also have another thing in mind, real quick. It's
We're brainstorming live on the podcast.
We are
it's
brainstorming live on the
it's
podcast.
6:52
What is?
right now.
Yeah.
I know, I'm stalling.
I know,
I'm
but
stalling. I'm waiting for the
yeah,
for the
but
show.
don't we want to go over like picks for top 25 or
How about we
top-
No, we'll wait till
No,
after.
Let's
the
let's on this matter. We're talking about basketball. Let's segue into the NBA for a minute. How about we do that? No.
I was leaving that for after.
Oh,
I was
we're
gonna.
saving that
I was
for
gonna talk. I was gonna talk the country in top 25 basketball. We're gonna get to the predictions after the.
No,
rankings.
I was
Excited
gonna. I
for
was
the
talking the
predictions.
NBA. There's no NBA.
Huh?
You want to talk
No,
about?
we
We will after.
The Sixers are back.
Hey, chill, dude.
Don't start.
Sixers.
Well, we'll
Don't
start.
start.
So
Don't start.
So yeah, WVU. We'll see how they are.
4-4.
Hey, you got to look at it this way. Right now, they're first in the Big 12 in basketball.
They are.
Look at it that
That's
way.
fair.
They're also
That's
last.
fair.
I mean,
also
okay.
last
I will.
Yeah.
I will say one thing that is pretty big. I will be honest with you, because Kansas is also in the Big 12, I believe.
Everyone's in the Big 12. It's
Also,
the best conference of basketball.
This comes to mind. Perez will be really, really good when we play Auburn, and he will be here when we play Auburn. That will be big. And
Is that here?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
it's a noon
Right.
tip game.
That's the one game.
That's the one game I'm not standing in the student section for. I want to sit and enjoy that game.
I was going to say the absolute opposite.
Well, that's it. You can sit in the student section. I will gladly take my ticket on the lower seated.
I want to be right there standing and yelling.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have a weird thing. Like, I love Bruce Pearl, the head coach of Auburn.
You're just weird, and
I'm not weird. I have
you're gonna
fondness
heckle
of
him,
certain.
aren't you?
I have fondness of certain coaches and players, and Bruce Pearl's a great coach. And I
You're
want to
just
see
weird.
like him in action, like him yelling at players, like like you know. What I mean?
Yeah,
it
you
go
want to
again?
do that again? How does it? What is it?
How's it go again?
What does he say?
Stop.
So, oh, thanks for
Wow.
doing that. That really just did so much. So, Monday, obviously noon, number 5 Baylor takes on, they have a bye game against Mississippi Valley State.
Why?
Huh?
Like, dude, this is not.
I'm going through here.
I know.
Hey,
So-
we're stalling.
Kentucky plays Howard.
Oh my god.
Villanova plays LaSalle.
Oh,
Michigan plays Purdue, Fort
Fort
Wayne.
Wayne, the Mastodons, really?
Duke plays Jacksonville.
That's gonna be
Tennessee plays Tennessee Tech. Indiana plays Morehead State.
That might be the only somewhat not even close game.
Let's see.
These games suck.
It's
How-
the
hold on.
opening. Of course it does.
Hold on. How can we make this more entertaining? Because we've got to say. Hold on. Wait,
really
wait,
can't.
wait. Florida A&M will play number 21 Oregon while my voice
Dude,
goes.
what are you doing?
What's the problem?
I don't fuck.
That was entertaining.
Hey, we don't want to curse. We don't want to curse.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't
and
know.
he's cursing.
Hey, you son.
He
of a
lost
bitch.
his voice and just thinks he can run this thing, don't you?
Yes. Why can't I?
No,
TCU will
I
play a
just
team
messed, man.
probably.
Dude.
Let's see. Let's just go to Wednesday. There's no games on Wednesday. Oh, I skipped Tuesday.
Dolphins.
Oh no, this is
Yeah, in
I'm
the
sorry.
preseason. Stop bragging about a preseason loss to the
Win.
Eagles.
Oh,
Win.
hey, guys, we
Did you
forgot.
snap
We
me?
forgot about.
Did
We
you
forgot
snap
about.
me?
We forgot about a really, really big game.
We didn't forget about you. Forgot about it.
If you say something,
Ryder plays Providence, guys, on Tuesday at 6:30.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's back. College
It's back,
basketball's
baby.
back.
College basketball's back, baby. Oh wait, Prairie View A&M plays North American University.
Can we just? Is there a sport that we have time for right now?
Hockey.
I'm trying to find
Can we
some
talk
good
about-
games
Can
here.
we talk about hockey? Just for the.
Oh, what about golf?
Golf is good.
Hey, Live Tour did
Hey.
announce that there's going to be some free agency type things happening in Live Golf.
I don't. Like
Okay. Genuine question though. Are you with the PGA or are you with Live Golf?
Live.
See now.
Don't you say
A
it.
little bit of both.
Don't you say it. You're right next to me. I'll slap you across the face.
Go ahead.
Right here on camera.
Hey, whoa!
What do you think I'm gonna say?
The PGA is better.
Well, I mean,
It's not in terms of
by
talent.
talent?
but it's-
Live Golf is better. The PGA, which is not even in
Okay,
the
look.
USGA tournaments, which are the Open, the US Open.
The Masters.
No, the Masters. I
the
do
Masters.
know.
The Masters are its own thing.
The Masters is its own thing.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Those tournaments, the majors that are not involved with the PGA, those are nice. The other ones, no one cares
What do you mean?
about the other tournaments.
It's fair.
The John Deere Classic, no one cares about.
Oh, okay. You mean so pretty much what you mean is
The Live Golf is superior.
every other tournament that's not a major,
Yes,
no one cares
sucks.
about. That's
Correct.
fair.
Yes.
That's fair.
That's what I'm
But
Yes.
My favorite. My favorite golfer. Was
So we have 3 minutes until this drops.
You realize they're gonna screw around for another 15, right?
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be.
So-
it's not just gonna be this grand thing.
okay.
So-
Okay. I've got a question. then.
here they
Okay.
Here we go. He's got a question. Ask your question.
Go ahead.
Top 10 right now. Go.
In college football,
College football. Yeah.
Georgia.
Georgia's one.
Tennessee, Ohio State.
No.
No, wait.
Let's-
hey.
Let's
hey,
let's have a bit,
easy, easy.
let's have a bit of organization here.
Okay,
Okay.
Quinn goes first. Just go.
Okay, so I'm going to go Georgia, Tennessee. I have your list here, so I need to use that. So Georgia, Tennessee,
He's not reading it off my
Ohio
list.
State, Michigan. Okay, those are my top 4.
Okay.
Clemson, Oregon, TCU, Alabama, UCLA, Ole Miss.
See, now, if you hadn't read my... No. My top 10, it goes Georgia, Ohio State, Tennessee, Michigan, Clemson, TCU at 6, Oregon, Alabama at 8, Ole Miss, and then UCLA. There are some others that I sort of thought about every now and then. USC was one of them. LSU, I think, is going to go a little bit higher than 14, but not much. They're not going to break the top 10. But I feel like it's going to go something along those lines. The top 3 are almost, like, assured. It's Georgia's number 1. There's no question about that. It's going to be a battle for 2 about Ohio State and Tennessee. And then pretty much beyond that, it's pretty much anyone's guess.
Before anybody, I think now is a great time to bring in Gary. For
Yes!
Gary's take.
For
We'll get Gary's reaction on the college football.
Yes.
Hey, yo, Garrett!
So, I just texted him, you don't need to scream. It was unnecessary. So, yeah. Camden, go ahead with your picks.
Yeah, Georgia 1. I'm going to go OSU, then Tennessee.
Okay.
Michigan. Bama at 5.
Really?
Yeah, okay.
Then Clemson. TCU, Oregon. USC, UCLA, and Ole Miss.
I just
Alright.
think...
Can I just say mine real quick?
No.
I didn't get to do mine.
Well, I was going to justify something
Yeah.
for Camden. I just think Alabama's a tad bit overrated.
This year they are.
Well, also, Young was out for a couple games, and they're still 7-1.
True.
So even
True.
without him, they still were able to win games.
Okay, just let me just say it. Georgia's won.
Yeah, without him.
Indisputable.
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Bama's arguably won, dude.
What?
Bama
Okay,
won.
Georgia's 1. Ohio State is 2.
Yes.
Tennessee is 3. Michigan is 4.
Yes.
Bama at 5.
Clemson is 5.
Mm.
Alabama is 6.
Really?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
TCU is 7. Ole Miss is 8. Oregon
Okay.
is 9. UCLA is 10. And then USC is a close 11.
What about Wake Forest?
Watch, you're gonna see 2 teams jump higher than they are in the AP right now. You're gonna see Illinois jump from 14. They're gonna be way higher than they are there, and North Carolina also,
Bama.
because they are both 1-loss teams and they are way better than they say.
Yeah, Bama's gonna fall into
Oh my
That was
god!
so loud.
He don't know.
Oh my
Can-
gosh.
Let's go.
Can you,
We got a
Watch
full-
the camera, watch the camera.
Watch the camera.
Watch the camera. Can you scoot your chair a little bit so I can see the TV, please?
You won't be in
You
Camden.
sit here. You sit next to
Sit there.
Let me
You
go
scoot
grab my
over.
Gatorade.
Griffin, yeah, you scoot this way, Griffin.
Okay. Here we go, boys. This is big.
Okay,
volume
relax.
Huh?
Volume and
No, because we can get copyrighted for that.
Take my Gatorade.
you just get
So yeah,
You're Gary Raid.
Yes.
Gary
so
Ray.
Gary, right now you're okay. You
No. You're gonna have to move that. You're
Oh,
gonna
my
have to move
bad,
that there. Thank you.
All right. So scoot angle a little that way, so you're not. And your cowboy hat mate. Okay, you're
Lean
good.
over, say hello to the viewers.
Hello.
So this is Gary. This is my roommate. He was last week's episode for Gary's Take. So we are gonna sit here, and we're getting ready for the college football playoff rankings to officially come out. Been anticipating this moment pretty much all.
Can we get a little
college
volume? Can we
football.
get like a volume 2?
Yeah, give me a little bit.
I'd love to hear
Get
it.
I mean, I feel like we're gonna be okay with just the audio,
Hey,
as long as
can
we
we switch?
don't like.
Do you not know the
Show
rule about
it.
cowboy
We're fine.
hats?
So we'll go here until they get ready.
They're not gonna
So
say
yeah,
on the
so-
podcast.
So
Gary, wait, hold on. Gary's take on
That's-
the top 10.
Gary's, what's your top?
Here's
10
the rank.
schools?
Here's some of the teams
Top
that are
10
in the
schools?
contention. Just give me your top 10.
Contention for what here? Like the
Top 10.
national
What's
championship?
yeah? What's your ranking?
What's your
rankings?
top 10 rankings?
See, I'm gonna for number one. We're going to go with the safe bet of Georgia because,
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty obvious. They're pretty
Yeah.
damn good.
Yeah.
Imagine Tennessee goes 1.
I mean,
I'm
it
hav-
did beat Alabama.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna have to
Alabama
stick with
is-
Tennessee for number 2 because they're obviously whooping some tail this
Now
year.
here's where you're wrong. It's
Uh,
Ohio State.
it's OSU.
so.
But
No,
continue.
no, no. It's gonna be
Before,
a battle. Okay?
before the
It's gonna be
season
a
started,
battle.
who'd you have winning the national championship?
Bama.
Honestly, Definitely not Tennessee.
You didn't have
Probably either Georgia or Bama, to be honest.
That's who you had before the season started.
That was my guess. I don't keep up with college football a ton.
Alabama?
But,
Yeah.
Roll Tide.
I had Ohio State winning before the season started. Why do you need the subtitles? I don't like subtitles.
Huh? Because I had them
We're
on
up
before.
with-
we
I haven't really kept up with Michigan football, but I do like my homies in Michigan. So we're gonna put
They
them
have
third.
a good squad this year.
At
They made Penn State's really
Michigan
good run
at
defense
3.
Oh,
Georgia, Tennessee, Michigan.
Currently, the only unbeaten
Yeah.
are Clemson, Georgia, Michigan, TCU. They took the list away. Georgia, Tennessee, Ohio State, Michigan, Clemson, and TCU are the only undefeateds left in college football. That is sure to be done in the next. Well, one of them is going to be gone next weekend with Georgia and Tennessee, the game of the year with 1 and 2 playing each other.
And Oklahoma State and TCU playing within the next couple weeks.
That is
as well.
true.
all right.
TCU's going to win.
So
the
we
game.
got Georgia,
I
Tennessee,
didn't say who's
Michigan.
gonna win. I was just saying.
I'm gonna put Clemson in my number 4.
Okay.
You can put Clemson at the 4 spot.
Yeah, we're gonna put Ohio State at 5.
See, that is.
That's ridiculous.
That's- that is-
taking his sweet old time, what you, Gary?
Screw Buckeyes.
Gary, can you do me a favor while you're doing these picks? Can you hand me my Coca-Cola? It's on the floor to your left.
Oh, I got you.
Thank you so
Just
much.
hit his right.
Was it a cherry coke?
It is a cherry Coke.
Griffin, that's on his right, not his left.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, after that,
I have a
we'll
bad-
roll
I have
these
a-
off.
I have a bad
We got
left eye.
Bama. We got Oregon, then TCU.
No,
And
TCU's above Oregon. They have to be. They're undefeated.
That's
Oregon,
not how it works.
Oregon, I'm telling you.
I don't care. We're switching it up.
All right.
We nearly beat TCU. If it
Oregon-
wasn't for our crappy defensive coordinator, we would have beat them.
Oregon,
And we're not even
yeah.
ranked.
Oregon did get dismantled by Georgia, though. Like, just murdered.
Yeah, that's
Now-
That was
why,
also first game of the
but
season.
that's why Oregon's not in the top 3.
I will give Bo Nix this. He has come into his own since the season started.
Bone. It's because he brought Chick-fil-A to Oregon.
Then after
I
that,
think I'm kidding.
I didn't argue.
No, I know. I was just saying.
Did you ever hear that one weird stat that every time there's a quarterback at Auburn named Bo, the Atlanta Braves win the World Series?
No.
That's a thing.
Look it up. Every time Atlanta's won a World Series, the quarterback of Auburn's first name has been Bo. Look it up.
Oh, yeah, like Bo Jackson?
I don't know.
Bo Jackson wasn't a
Bo
starting.
Jackson was a running
I
back.
know.
And a good one at that. Bo knows.
Bo knows.
Bo
Oh, I was just
knows.
about to say it. You read my mind.
All right.
All right, we're going to
so-
throw Ole Miss in there, too.
Oh,
I don't-
Ole Miss is a great football team.
I don't know how many we got so far. We're just going to pretend that's 10. Because I don't
So-
feel like doing math right now.
Obviously, some things. Obviously, these ranked games are gonna switch on us. Another game. There, just a preview this week. Before we're not gonna make our predictions yet. Obviously, Alabama plays LSU this week.
Bama.
That's
Bama.
going to be a good game in Death Valley.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about LSU right now.
LSU.
It's gonna be a bloodbath
they're
in
15
Evanston,
actually.
Illinois. Ohio
said
State
Illinois?
travels to Northwestern. That's just gonna be a bloodbath.
Ohio State travels to Northwestern. You said.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
That's gonna
bloodbath.
be bad.
I mean, it's just gonna.
Watch out! I keep saying it. Watch out for Illinois. I am telling you, that team is better than people think. They have that one loss under their belt. I mean, but they lost to a really, really, really bad team. Actually, Indiana's not good. I thought they lost to someone else. I'm mistaken.
So, he's gonna.
So we're waiting here. They're talking, getting ready for this big game in Athens, Georgia, which I'm very surprised it's not a 7 p.m. game.
Can we fill in Gary on what's going on right now on the TV?
So this is Garrett. This is the College Football Playoff Rankings Committee has made their top 25 rankings. So the AP poll is now not being used in college football. From this week on to the end of the season will not be used.
So basically, we got these 3 gentlemen getting their top 25 going.
No.
No.
So there is a big committee of people. They meet in Texas, somewhere in Texas.
Oh, so it's a big organization.
It's not just
Yeah.
3 people.
See.
So they're going to meet. Hey, here we go. Coming in at number 25 is UCF, who just took down Cincinnati this past weekend. Coming in at 24, horns down, the Texas Longhorns, who are 5-3.
That's fair.
23.
Faster.
Huh?
Do it faster.
23 is Oregon State, which is 6-2. 22 is NC State, and 21 is Wake Forest at 6-2. So
Okay.
there you go. There's your first 5
Not
there.
bad. Not bad.
Really, the Longhorns are below Wake Forest.
Yes.
Wake
They have 3
Forest.
losses.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, horns down all the way because we're Mountaineers, but I will admit that Longhorns did a complete 180 on their program this year.
All right, and coming in at number 20, Syracuse at 6-2. Tulane coming in at 19 at 7-1.
Doesn't surprise me.
18 Oklahoma State, 17 North Carolina, and 16 Illinois.
So I was wrong. they kept North Carolina the same, and they dropped Illinois, which I did not see coming.
I did not see that coming either.
Bad team.
They did.
Yeah.
I
They
saw
did.
that coming.
Did
Wow.
you, Camden?
Yeah,
Did you?
Illinois is just not good.
That's really interesting. I didn't see. I forgot about Illinois. Really, they play Michigan State this week, so that'll be interesting.
Illinois should beat them.
Illinois should because it's at Illinois. But
They are not.
you never know,
There's
man.
not good football in East Lansing right now.
No, there is not.
But 20 through 16 doesn't really surprise me.
No, not so far. Nothing really.
North Carolina.
Tulane's kind
I'm
of
telling you,
up
North
there.
Carolina has the potential to make some noise at the end of the
They
season
do.
if they win out.
Here we go.
Okay.
15 Penn State. There you go, Griff.
We are.
14 is Utah. 13 is Kansas State. 12 UCLA, and 11 is Ole Miss.
Ole Miss
Well,
dropping surprise.
Ole Miss dropping does surprise me as well
UCLA
as
going down
UCLA.
too.
Not as much though.
I thought UCLA would still find their way in the top 10 there. Kansas
Yeah.
State, after a big win against Oklahoma State, moved up a lot. So I am that's pretty nice there.
My top 10's already out.
Yes, that was mine.
Mine's still good.
Bro, I was so close.
I
I was
thought-
off by one.
I mean, Ole Miss getting cut from the top 10 doesn't. I mean, it surprises me, but I mean, it's not like the end of the world. Penn State being 15 with 2 losses, though. Same thing with Utah.
Here we go.
All right,
Okay,
so
LSU
LSU.
at 10 is not.
I
No.
didn't even have
No.
Really?
LSU. No, they're doing that for
What?
money. They are doing that to make
Not
money.
necessarily.
No.
They beat Ole Miss.
No, no.
They are
no,
doing that
no.
so it's a top
Hold on.
10
No, it's
matchup.
not.
Hold on, where did AP place them?
AP has them at 15.
Yeah, no.
Dang.
They're doing
They're doing this to make
that.
it a
They're
top
doing
10.
that because they play at 7 p.m. on ESPN.
Yeah, against Alabama.
Yeah, they're just doing it to make it look better.
Roll Tide.
Nine's
Roll Tide.
Come on.
Nine's probably gonna be USC.
Come on, come out at 9.
It's probably gonna be.
It's gonna be USC.
It's gonna be USC.
Don't do that.
It's gonna be USC or Oregon. Probably USC. That was Oregon had a good win the other week.
SEC bias.
It's gonna be USC.
Come on.
Yeah,
Oh,
USC.
okay.
USC at 9.
USC definitely.
7-1.
Oregon will be 8.
1 loss.
Yeah, my brain.
Oregon's definitely.
Top 10's busted open.
I got a bad feeling they're gonna put TCU at 8. I don't know why.
I mean, they
Watch.
They almost-
It's TCU or Oregon, but I got a bad feeling it's gonna be TCU.
I mean, TCU really did not look that good against WVU.
They
A
didn't-
very bad
they still
WVU team.
won. I mean,
Imagine
they
if
still-
imagine if WVU beat TCU though.
Oh no.
They would have been
Oh.
gone.
No,
Okay.
Oregon is at
Oh,
8.
really? Oregon
There
at
you
8.
go. Oregon is at 8.
Okay.
TCU might stay at 7 though.
Huh?
I think I
TCU
had
might
that
stay at 7.
No, they should stay at 7.
They should stay at 7.
They're way worse than Alabama.
They should stay at 7. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So if TCU's any higher than 7, I'll be surprised, but it shouldn't be like
Yeah,
that.
they should definitely
Roll
stay.
Tide.
So now here's the time where they talk, you know, and they
Screw
stop.
Yep.
There's TCU at 7, so that is official.
alright.
8-0 TCU coming in at number 7.
Well, dang, if TCU's
Uh,
7, why didn't we play Oregon? We could have maybe beat them.
No.
No,
We wouldn't.
God no.
Bro, what about a homecoming match?
You could
between
definitely beat
Kansas
LSU,
and
though.
USC?
This WVU team could beat LSU at home.
What?
This WVU team could beat LSU at home.
No.
Oh, here we go. Herbie's gonna talk. All right, so I'm gonna turn this down a little bit, just a little bit.
Kirk.
So the top, there you go. There's the top 25 so far. So there you go. Any surprises?
No.
Any surprises?
LSU being at 10.
LSU, but that one I feel like it's that
They
win
left
against
the SEC.
that win against. Yeah, they love. Wow, they really do. So there's a couple wins that they have to define that.
I mean, Ole Miss.
Ole Miss,
No Kentucky.
Ole Miss, no Kentucky. That is correct.
That is shocking. They're in the top 25.
They have 3. They have 3 losses though.
Still, they're doing pretty good.
They'll find their way back up.
Well, it's because they got dismembered by Tennessee.
They did.
That's why.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing against Tennessee
So
right now.
so they
But Kentucky
LSU,
had much more higher aspirations
they only have
than
2
Tennessee
losses.
season, I feel like.
They only have 2 losses,
They're doing a lot
and
better
it's
this
only
year.
coming against Florida State, which was only by 1, so that's going to come into factor. The score differential comes into factor there. And then their only other losses to Tennessee. So that's why they're in there. That's why they are so high. Well, and to justify it is they just beat Ole Miss 45-20. So they're not
Yeah.
going to put them below Ole Miss.
I guess that's fair.
So that's their justification there. That's why they did that. So there you. I mean, I don't know.
Tulane.
Mr. Kelly is getting it done in LSU this year. So we're waiting the top 6. Here we go. Number 6. Coming in at number 6,
comes Alabama.
The West Virginia-
Alabama's at number
Alright,
6.
alright,
Okay,
alright,
figured
alright.
Alabama would be at
Alabama
6.
Alabama
I
6.
think I had that right. Okay.
You did.
Let's go.
Good job.
Okay.
5 is probably going to be Clemson. But
It's
I
gonna
wouldn't
be.
surprised
It's
if
got to be
Michigan.
Clemson.
It's probably going to be
No,
Clemson.
according to you, OSU.
It's gonna be Clemson.
Clemson
Clemson
because
or
No, I didn't put OSU. in
yes,
there.
you did.
Clemson or Michigan?
Clemson because closer loss. They won, but they
No,
were
I put
closer
it
than
Oregon.
they were closer than it should have been. So it's going to be Clemson probably.
No, I didn't have OSU.
Yeah, it's gotta
in
be
my top
Clemson.
10.
It has to be.
I didn't
No
put
way
OSU
do they
in
put
my
them
top
lower
10.
than that though.
I thought they were good, but they're not a top 10 team.
OSU, Ohio State.
Ohio
Oh.
State University.
I was thinking Oklahoma.
Oklahoma
sorry.
State just got murdered.
When you said OSU,
Yeah. Oklahoma
no,
State
it
got
was Oklahoma.
nuked.
My bad.
They got nuked.
No, we're talking about the Ohio State University.
Okay.
So what's gonna come
Come
next?
on, come on.
They sit here and talk. They just love to talk on this
They're
show.
building up the suspense.
They do. They build
Come
up
on,
the
let's
suspense
see
on
the
this show.
world's greatest marching band.
I'm not really surprised Alabama coming in at number 6.
Oh,
Michigan.
no,
Oh!
Wow.
I said that. I
Horse
said that.
Bucky!
I said that
Wow.
it was either gonna be Michigan or Clemson. And I,
Wow.
Boo.
Okay.
So with this, I'm thinking it's gonna be Clemson at 4.
Clemson 4.
Yeah.
Tennessee at 3, Ohio State at 2, and then Georgia at 1.
I still think Tennessee should be 2.
I think no.
See,
I
now,
still think
you're
Tennessee should be
wrong.
2.
You're wrong.
Well, if they want to make money, Tennessee's going to
Yeah,
be 2.
but
But I think
They love to make
Tennessee's
money.
3.
We just saw
I
what
think
they did
Ohio
with
State's the
LSU.
second best team in the country. I don't think it's close. What if they?
Who all has Ohio State played?
What if they surprised everyone and put Tennessee at 1 because
good
they have top
question.
6? They beat the 6th team in the country. They could.
That's what I'm saying.
They
Georgia
could.
doesn't have a win like that.
They beat Oregon.
Who's Georgia? been
Oregon, but
Oregon.
I don't know. I feel like Clemson being at 4 is pretty much like there. Like
we don't know Clemson's officially at 4. They could surprise us here.
they're not going to put them above 4.
Hey.
There's no way.
Clemson.
There's no way.
They're all
Michigan.
better than OSU. Tennessee,
Clemson
or
would lose to
Georgia.
There's
Oh,
Clemson
Clemson
coming in
has-
at 4.
Yes.
Clemson
There's
would lose
Clemson
to
at 4.
Alabama right now.
They'll
Okay,
get
I think I
destroyed.
had that.
Clemson would be,
If
yeah.
Alabama went to Clemson and played them, they'd.
I will say I am very disappointed that there is no group of 5 in this. You know, like there's no team that has shown their way this year. You know what I
Well,
mean?
because they all suck.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm disappointed
Best
in.
group
Though.
of 5 teams.
I'm going to be very disappointed if Tennessee's number 3. They should not be number 3. They should be 1 or 2.
It's gonna be close though.
They should
really
be 1
could
or
be
2.
any 3 teams. It could be any order, honestly. I honestly believe
It
that.
really could be.
See,
Imagine they
now
put Ohio State at
Clemson is going to choke though before the season ends.
What if like OSU isn't even up there?
that'd be funny.
I think
At number
I
1,
I got a feeling.
West Virginia University. What?
I think Clemson's going to choke.
At number 1.
Clemson will for sure choke.
Marshall.
Their quarterback is just not. DJ's just not really. You know,
At number 1, Hartford Community College.
Townsend. Townsend at number 1.
Townsend.
Oh,
Wow.
Georgia has come in at number 3.
No way.
Georgia has come in at number 3.
That's a good one.
Tennessee will be number 1 now. Ohio State does not have a big
No.
enough win.
I did not see that coming.
I did not see them going to number 3.
Wow.
Holy,
Gotta be
okay. We'll come back and talk about that after
And the
this.
Capitals just scored.
Wait,
Oh, let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go. Let's go.
Georgia played
Who scored? Who
against?
scored? Who scored?
Strom.
Oh, let's go. Okay.
So that's big. That is big. I really want to see the Tennessee Volunteers at number 1 right here. They've shown it. They've shown as to why they are the number 1 team in the country.
Who's Georgia played against though?
No one. So this actually sets up a
But
3, or this sets up a 1 and 3 matchup this week.
It's not really.
They haven't had any
Really
big
makes-
wins versus like.
Yep, so that's official.
Wow.
So Ohio State
Okay.
2 and Tennessee will be number 1, rightfully so. So there we go, and there they are. Okay, so Tennessee number 1. That is how it should be. So now we can start talking about. So now that we are done with this, I'm going to mute the TV back, considering they are now done with the top 25. So there you go.
The top 3 surprised
That
me.
I really was. I knew Ohio State would be in the top 3, but I did not think they would be in 2. I saw Georgia there at number 1 and was really, or Georgia there at number 3 and was really kind of shocked by that little mix around there.
Here we go. That little funny haha.
I agree.
So yeah, so I don't want to watch the broadcast.
We're
I
already
just want-
watching the broadcast.
Actually, my dad is currently watching that right now and just texted me. Tennessee is number 1. So yeah, what are
Interesting.
your all's thoughts there on the rankings?
I mean, in my opinion, the top 3 could have gone any way. It's just a matter of how it fell.
I mean, weren't you literally just saying, "Oh, Georgia's definitely number 1"?
No. I was about to say it. Like number 2 and number 3 could have gone either way. Number 1, I thought it was solid. It was going to be Georgia no matter what. But Georgia at 3, that surprised me more than anything. Like you were talking about surprises, and I was like, I mean, LSU being top 10, Tulane being as high as they were.
That's solely for the fact because they're not gonna put a number 1 and a number 2 both in the SEC, because then that screws up everything. Because there's a way, honestly, there's a mathematical possibility of there being 3 SEC teams in the national championship.
Oh yeah.
Think about it. If Georgia beats Tennessee, and then Alabama beats Georgia in the SEC championship, then everything's screwed up. Everything. Because Tennessee beat them, Georgia beat them, and then Alabama beat them, then all 3 of them have a legitimate claim to make it. And then you're going to have Clemson, who could go undefeated. I don't think they will. I still think there's a chance for them to lose. Same thing. It really comes down when it comes to whoever wins the Michigan-Ohio State game's in, whoever loses is out, because the winner of that game goes to the Big Ten Championship. They're going to lay waste to the Big Ten West team, whoever that is. Doesn't matter. But it comes down to if whoever wins Tennessee-Georgia stays in the thing, and whoever loses that game gets out. Maybe they put them at 5 or 6. I think Michigan, regardless, as long as Michigan wins, they should win this week. As long as Michigan wins this week, they will be in the top 4 next week, because one of those top 3 teams is going to go out because they lost, because there's not going to be an undefeated team there. And then Alabama will move up. I think whoever loses the Tennessee-Georgia game goes to 6, and then Bama goes to 5, and then Michigan jumps in. And then it's just a matter, I mean, there's a lot of football left to be played. It's just a matter of who wins.
Something else that I want to point out is, but
look, one more thing. Look at Tennessee's wins. They beat Pitt on the road. They beat Florida at home. They beat 10 LSU. They beat 6 Alabama, and they beat Kentucky, who was ranked at the time.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Pittsburgh
of
was also ranked at the time as well.
Yeah.
So, big wins for Tennessee, and that obviously leads to their way into number 1. So that's what's interesting there. So I think, I don't know, something though that is interesting is a team that's not in here, and I personally am not shocked. But a school that's really playing good football right now is Liberty. Liberty's playing really good football right now, and they beat BYU at home. I mean, you got to give them some justification. So let's see.
BYU is not as good as they are.
They also, to justify this, they lost to Wake Forest only by 1. So they can justify themselves with, if they can pick up a win over Arkansas, it's an SEC school, that will justify it.
Yeah,
they should pick up a win against Virginia Tech. That right there can justify it to at least get them in the top 25.
But VT's not that good this year.
But it doesn't matter. It's a group of 5 beating a power 5. That's what they look for. So,
that's kind of stupid.
I wanted to make another point here is, personally, I think Michigan should be above Clemson.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
No, because Clemson's losses were not as dominant as Michigan's.
Yeah.
Or wins, I mean. Yeah. But even so, because Clemson almost lost to Syracuse. Who else did they almost lose to? They had a bad start off with NC State. Yeah. And I think there's one more game.
Florida State, wasn't it?
Florida State was close too, yeah.
Yeah.
But they've had 3 near losses. Michigan has looked good all season.
They really have. And they look good all last year, too.
The standout game to me was against Penn State, because Penn State had this allure of them having the best one of the best run defenses in the country, and then Michigan ran 400-plus yards on them.
Well, and also to justify, they're the reigning. They won the national championship, didn't they?
Who?
Michigan?
Huh?
No, they didn't. They were in the national championship game, though. Michigan.
No.
Yeah, and they got murdered by Georgia.
Yeah, still.
No, they were in the semifinals.
No.
They made it to
the playoffs. Sorry.
They made it.
Okay.
They made it to a playoff game because Georgia demolished them, and then Georgia went on to the championship game.
Yeah, because Bama played Cincy, and then Michigan played Georgia.
I lied, by the way.
Yeah, because I watched that game, and literally,
I'm sorry.
Michigan had nothing for Jordan Davis and all the middle linebackers.
So to justify, just a little bit. Tennessee is averaging 49 points a game. They lead the FBS in total offense, and they became the 7th different program to earn the top playoff spot at at any point in the playoff era. The Vols entered Tuesday's initial ranking, ranked number 1 in ESPN's strength of record metric, with the best win in the country against number 6 Alabama. So there you go. There's your top 25 for the college football playoff. There's our little recap. We are going to now shift into our predictions. So, if Andy, you want to get ready to do your little thing.
Oh, this is my favorite part. My favorite part of the podcast. Let's go, boys.
So,
That's my favorite part too, Andy.
I need a pen. Where's the pen at? I need a pen.
I threw it on the ground. Remember, you said throw it over there, so I threw it over there.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought about wearing my football gloves for this.
all right.
Yeah, where'd it
Go.
go?
Just
There should be one.
Yeah, my finger on.
grab him a pen.
There should be one on my desk.
Grab me a pen, please.
I don't know where
We
it is
are-
now that I see it.
We are
I don't see any pens.
we are so unprepared.
You're so unprepared. Thanks, man. You just lost
Yeah,
one of my
there's
pens.
an iPad in there.
There you
This
go.
pen.
Here you go.
Just give him the pen.
Just give him the
give
pen.
me the
Is
pen.
Gary allowed to go?
All right.
Oh my god, dude.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Is Gary allowed to go get some pretzels real quick?
No.
No.
Look at the pretzels.
Okay, so,
Go get them.
okay, so, because we're going to get through this quick here, because we're already doing an extended podcast. So, number 20, to start off, Friday, which my computer's actually not set to the ranking, so we may get some games that aren't, but that's okay. Friday night at 10:30 on ESPN2, number 24, Oregon State at Washington. Griffin?
Washington. It's at Washington?
Correct.
Then the Huskies.
Garrett?
See, I don't know about Washington, so I'm gonna go Oregon State.
Or they both got good, decent squads.
I mean, they
Oregon
both have the
State's-
same record.
Oregon State's a tad better.
I'm gonna
in
go
terms-
Oregon.
It's only Washington favored by 3.5.
I'm just gonna stick
Yeah.
with my. I'm gonna stick with my pick.
Take the gut.
My gut's saying Oregon State, so.
I'm going to go Washington on this one.
I'm going Washington.
Okay. Wait, you want Washington? Washington, is that right?
Yeah.
Washington, okay, you three, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Number
Here we
8.
go.
Oregon taking on Colorado.
This game isn't going to be close.
No, it's
Colorado's
not.
the worst team in the Pac-12. Colorado's might be one of the worst. They're one of the worst teams in college football, if you ask me. So I think
Agreed.
Oregon's going to kill them.
No.
Gary.
This is the Oregon Ducks, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Alright, we gotta go Oregon. I love green.
Jerseys aren't up.
Is this just Oregon across the board?
Oregon.
Justin Herbert all the way, even though he hasn't
Oh,
played
no-
for them
oh,
in a
no.
hot minute.
Yeah.
Two is better than
I'm going Oregon.
I'm
as well.
also going Oregon, so. Alright, let's go.
All right, I'm going to come back to this game. All right, so the next game, number 2, Ohio State at Northwestern.
Again, I don't feel like this is necessary, but
We got to do all top
but we got to
25.
do top 25. So Ohio State. Everyone else picked Ohio State next.
Wow. I mean,
I was
on,
I was
let-
going
let's
to
come
go.
on.
I
LSU
was-
I don't think you're wrong.
And are you picking another team, whatever?
Yeah, I
You
am.
really gonna argue?
I'm gonna go with
kidding, no, I'm
LSU,
kidding.
okay?
Yeah. Oh, what?
What?
That's the joke.
No.
It's a joke. Oh my god.
All right, so yeah, OSU. I think everyone picked OSU across
Yes,
the board.
yes.
Another game here. Number 7, or I'm sorry, Texas Tech taking on number 7 TCU at Fort Worth.
Super Frog to the rescue.
Yeah.
Yeah. If this game was at Texas Tech, I may take Texas Tech, but it's at TCU.
I still wouldn't.
TCU.
Gary?
Is Texas Tech even ranked right now?
No, but they had a few good wins. They blew us out. They
I don't
They
even
had
know
a
if you
good
can
win.
even say blew us out. I think.
they had a good win
Yeah,
against.
was that really a brag to blow us out?
I mean, we have a good
We have
offense.
one
That's
of the
the
top
thing.
offenses in the country.
I mean, we got a very good offense, but our defense is.
No, but still, if our offense played up to par, we could have
It would have been a close
kept up. We could have kept up with them.
TCU.
Yeah, but you can do anything with the defense.
All right,
I'm gonna go-
Horn Frogs.
As much as I hate a Horned Frog, TCU.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, I go TCU.
Okay, yeah. Alright.
Sure, you didn't even say yours.
I said Super Frog to the rescue. Tough.
Yeah, he
Tech
said
is
Super
not
Frog.
gonna be
Of course.
frog.
Number 17, North Carolina at Virginia. North Carolina is playing very good football right now. In a time where they need to be playing very good football, they're 4-0 in the ACC. They're still in the running there for that. So I think North Carolina's going to go in and they're going to at least by a touchdown beat Virginia.
How close is it projected to be?
7.5.
So within a touchdown.
I think they'll cover.
Yeah, I think they'll cover.
Yeah,
I
UNC.
think. Yeah.
Bless you.
I'm gonna go UNC
Bless
too.
you.
That was a cough. Or was that a
I
sneeze?
still
Hey,
want
you
to
can
bless
still
him.
bless them.
That's true.
Yeah,
Bless you, Gary.
Bless
I
you.
appreciate your consideration, my
So, yeah.
brother.
Gary,
Gary.
North Carolina, Virginia.
North Carolina, Virginia. It's not Virginia Tech, right?
No,
No,
just
just
Virginia.
I'm still gonna go with North Carolina.
Cavaliers.
Home of NASCAR, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Or is that South Carolina?
I don't know which.
Either way.
Yes.
Doesn't matter.
For the
Alright.
Carolinas.
Next game, number 19 Tulane
Man, why they gotta do us dirty?
taking
like
on
that?
Tulsa. Tulane is another team right now that is playing very good football right now.
Right there.
Oh man, they're really showing
God, that's
WVU
us.
right
Man,
now.
you really gotta
That's
do us
us.
dirty
Oh my God.
and play TCU
Hey,
versus WVU.
you're gonna show it where
Nah, they ain't
TCU
showing
throws the
WVU
interception.
highlights.
No,
You know.
we did good.
so Tulane against Tulsa.
Give me Tulane.
Yeah, Tulane's another team that's playing really good football right now in a time when they need to be
I think
playing
Tulane
good
might blow
football.
them out, actually.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm
It's
gonna
another
ride
7-9.
the wave.
Gary?
The green wave.
I don't know nothing about him, so I'm gonna agree with y'all. Tulane.
All right, he's going with Tulane. All right, and here we go. Here we have it. Number 1, Tennessee,
Ooh.
taking on number 3, Georgia.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go. Okay.
Where's
Even
it playing
okay.
At, though?
That you know,
Georgia.
honestly, that could actually.
That's very important because these are two very devoted fan bases.
I
Very.
think
Athens.
You got the Rednecks versus
So-
I don't even know what the Georgia Bulldogs are, but they've got a good fan base too.
They're insane.
this one is really hard.
So
Griffin?
Go.
Or Andy,
no,
yeah, you go ahead.
I'm a Bama fan, and the loss against Tennessee pretty much crushed me.
Roll Tide.
But
Roll Tide.
since then, I have grown a respect towards Tennessee that I haven't had in a very long time. So honestly, I really like Tennessee, but I also really don't like Georgia. So this is a little bit of a touchy subject for me, but I'm going with Tennessee. I like Tennessee. I've grown a respect towards them, but I just don't like Georgia. So
Griffin?
the dogs can go suck it.
Me?
No, the other guy named Griffin.
Give me the dogs. Sorry.
Wow.
I know we all want the great story of a team that does.
I know what you're doing. Don't do that.
Why can't I play it?
Cause
I know we all
You're
want,
no fun.
I know we all want the team that is not normally in the conversation. We all want Tennessee to win. Same reason why everyone rooted for. I mean, at least I did. Everyone rooted for LSU in 2019 when they played Bama and those teams.
Yep, Roll Tide.
I'm going Georgia. Sorry. Stetson Bennett's gonna make Hendon Hooker look like a high schooler.
no.
Yep.
I am going to disagree with you on that.
I disagree with that. But
I think Hendon Hooker is playing really good football right now. I think he's really showing the country that he is one of the top quarterbacks.
It's gonna be a great
and
game.
he's a Heisman Trophy candidate. It's gonna definitely come down to the wire. I think the line here, 8.5, is a little too much for this game. I think it should be
It's gonna be
around 3.5. I think Jalen Hyatt is gonna have another big game like he did against Alabama. And I think that's going to pave the way for Hendon Hooker and this Tennessee offense to really show out in Athens, Georgia, and show everybody that they should be this number 1 team in the country.
So you're picking them.
Tennessee Volunteers.
Go Bulls.
Give me Georgia.
Really?
Thank you very much, Camden.
Gary?
I would just
Me and
like
Camden
to
have been on
know
the
I
same
can't
wavelength
play
this
my
whole
song
podcast.
on
Because
the
I don't let
podcast.
him play his.
Well, it's not. It's college football.
No, I don't let him play his. Seriously, stop.
No.
So,
Fine.
So go ahead, dude.
So
Just sing it.
they're
can sing
very
it.
close teams. I will admit. I like them both. They both got their strong suits, but Tennessee is not going to be having Rocky Top play, and they're going to be at the home of the Georgia Bulldogs. And although I don't like Stetson Bennett because I think he is an inferior quarterback
How's he inferior?
to JT Daniels, of course.
The one and only.
Also, I think Hooker's better. I think that Georgia Bulldogs defense is just going to be, it's just going to walk right over.
Look at him,
All over
looking
Hooker.
in the camera.
And
He's
they're
just,
going to win.
he's just official.
So,
He is looking.
I'm going Georgia.
Really?
Yeah, Roll Tide.
Roll Dogs!
Yeah.
Even though I hate Bulldogs, I'm a German Shepherd man.
All right, so there we go.
Who?
The next game,
Asked.
number 16 Illinois against taking on Michigan.
Michigan?
This one is at Illinois.
What do you mean?
The Wolverines.
Michigan State. That's
That's a big
So the
difference.
I know,
Spartans.
it's a big
Yeah.
difference. It's a big
I was
difference. yes.
gonna
I'm gonna hit them up
I was
to
gonna
the
go
No.
Wolverines,
Yeah.
but
No,
Illinois,
no,
who cares
no.
about the Spartans?
Yeah.
Bro, they had one good win against the Persians. We ain't seen them since.
Something else to
Like
really
actual
Yeah, you get it.
something
Get
else
it.
to really look at though is
300.
obviously
Yeah,
Michigan
300,
State.
You know. Anyways.
They really beat the crap out of that Michigan guy. I feel so bad for that Michigan player. I mean, he really got his butt handed to him in that
all
tunnel.
four of them got suspended.
Yeah, and rightfully so. It was unnecessary. Shouldn't have happened. But Illinois, they're playing really good football right now.
They're
As
16.
rightfully so, they should be. So, yeah, I'm going Are they the Fighting Illini? Is that what they?
Fighting Illini.
Yeah, I'm going them.
The fighting what?
Illini.
What is an Illini?
It's like something.
Really?
Is that like a reptile in the Amazon I haven't heard about?
It's a
It
Midwest.
sounds like something. It sounds like you would call someone who's from Illinois. Illini.
It's not worth the discussion.
Yes, it is. I don't think. If you ask me, I don't think there's a question. Illinois is gonna kill Michigan State.
Yep. Same.
Okay.
Shoot.
Quinn. Griffin. Gary, give me your prediction.
I already got it, but it was Illinois. Who
Oh.
cares about the Spartans?
He said that.
That is true.
Bro, the only good win they had, which was a very good win, they shoved the Persians off that cliff. They gave them a drink of water, but that was the last time they've had a great victory. So Illinois all the way.
Give me Ionized Illinois.
Islanize.
Whatever it's called.
Gotta get it out of the dryer.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta get my laundry out of the dryer.
Penn State, number 15, Penn State, at Indiana.
We are.
We are.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Penn State on this one.
Wait, can we all do their thing?
No.
We are.
Give me
Yeah.
Penn State.
We are.
Penn State.
We are.
We are.
You know, you don't know it.
We are.
I'm not.
Yeah,
doing
because
that.
we go to West Virginia University, my guy.
Yeah, we don't go to Penn State.
We don't go to Penn
You
State.
still say you are. Oh, I love Alabama. Oh, Nick Saban.
Roll Tide.
I didn't say that I
Roll
went to Alabama,
Tide.
though.
I need to get like the old-fashioned football helmet that one guy on TikTok
Yeah, the Roll
has.
Tide. He's the
Roll Tide.
All right.
Dad.
18 Oklahoma State at Kansas. Now, before you make your predictions, Jalen Daniels is reportedly back.
Ooh,
He
he's
practiced
back.
this week, so he's back. So this could play a factor, and this is why I'm going to take Kansas. He's back. They looked very good when he's back. Their 3 losses came to with him out. So
That's true.
he's technically undefeated this year.
It's like a
himself.
situation here.
So it really turns the tables. Oklahoma State not playing good last week. I think Kansas takes down Oklahoma State.
That's one team that we've sort of forgotten about. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
go back to
The
the
stock just dropped.
no. But the thing is, go back to the beginning of the year when they were ranked, and they killed us, and then they went on a pretty good rampage for a good maybe 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And then they just
We were kind of the first weapon.
Jalen Daniels just fell off the face of the earth, and so did the Jayhawks. And now that Jalen Daniels is back, that could throw a wrench in it. So that's why I'm gonna pick the Jayhawks, just because Jalen Daniels is Jalen Daniels, but I just have a gut feeling that the Jayhawks are gonna kill the Cowboys.
I don't know about kill the spreads too.
You get what I'm saying.
But Jalen Daniels being back is big for Kansas.
Huge.
Yeah, I take Kansas in this one for
Huge.
sure. Griffin?
I'm going the Cowboys. I think that they're mad from last week. They got murdered on the road by Kansas State. I don't think they're gonna let. I don't think they're gonna lose twice in Kansas. So, I'm going with the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
All right.
See, as you all know,
God. Oh my
I'm,
God.
Oh geez.
Oh, we have a
Cowboys.
current fight in the hockey match right now, folks.
uh-oh.
Hockey match?
Uh-oh.
I mean, dude.
He just.
Oh my gosh.
No,
What?
watch this Vegas. I'm
Is it
sorry.
aborting?
Watch this Vegas player. Watch what happens.
Oh, poor
So-
guy.
Oh, God.
So we just we banged him up.
This is Washington Capitals versus the Vegas Golden Knights.
So
Right
Caps just
now.
knocked the
Turn
win.
it so he can
They are
see.
not going to give him 5 minutes.
Yeah, they are.
Bro, that looks like a major, my guy.
Did you even see what happened?
No, I mean, okay.
There you go.
He's
You'll
hurt,
see.
but
I'll show you.
For him to react like that it's gonna be a board, like
I mean,
either a board or
we'll see.
a charge or something like that. But
We'll
yeah,
see.
but anyways, but yeah, scary. Go
Anyways, I
on.
was saying, as much as I love a Cowboy, I mean, I gotta go with the Jayhawks. I mean, they were what, like the second biggest blowout we played against here? I mean, they demolished us.
Who did?
Well,
They beat
I
us.
shouldn't say demolished us.
They beat us in
But we were
overtime, and the only
supposed-
reason they won by 2 possessions is because they had to pick 6 at the end.
But that was a team that we expected to steamroll.
Yeah.
I think we can all be in agreement with that.
Yeah.
They came in, although they played a close game of football with us, they beat us.
They were a dynasty at the beginning of the
And
season.
it was a really crappy game. And then they went in and just came through everybody else for like the 4 to 6 weeks you said.
It was like maybe 3 or 4 weeks.
So
You said they came through everyone else.
yes, exactly.
Yeah, they really did. They came through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone.
And when they
Came-
fell off, their
no one
quarterback, I guess got hurt or disappeared. Maybe he got kidnapped. I really don't know the story. Don't really care. But if their quarterback's back, I think they got this. I'm going Jayhawks.
They've got this.
Even though I don't think a Jayhawk
Alright.
is actually a real animal.
So only 2 of us went Cowboys.
Yes.
Me and Camden are just on the same wavelength here.
I agree.
All right, so the next game, number 20, Syracuse taking on Pitt at Acrisure Stadium.
Oh, it's at
Heinz Field.
Heinz Field.
Nah, I'm going Syracuse. Syracuse is playing really good football right now.
damn it.
Pitt is not playing good. Keaton Slovis, overrated.
Slovis is
I said this since day
terrible.
one.
Slovis is not
Keaton
a
Slovis is
quarterback.
overrated.
Yeah,
I don't like
So,
Slovis.
I'm
He's
gonna
like maybe
yeah.
a notch over like Grant
I'm
Wells,
sorry for
in my
all the.
opinion.
I'm sorry
Wait,
for
hold up.
everyone out
Hold
here.
up.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
So he tripped him, but watch him get charged. Watch this, ready?
Oh.
So Martin Fair.
So
That's just
Ferrari
a
goes
tripping,
in.
Yeah.
That.
Oh.
Is that a trip?
No, that's nothing.
Flew.
But that right there, that's a cross check right there.
Yeah. But watch, he
Whoa.
gets charged. Yeah.
Whoa.
That really was.
Marchesot went in, I believe.
Oh.
So we got one guy in the
So
box
Fe-
for the Cavs.
Ferrari
We got a guy in the
in.
box for the.
That's
Vegas.
Marchesot.
But what's?
It's probably just 2 each.
It's
No, I don't-
it's either a 2 each or 5 each, but it's gonna offset.
Bro, somebody needs to put these managers on Rogaine or something. They got thinning hair.
They all do. Don't worry.
The
Or
Cav-
they need Rogaine.
It's gonna be offsetting.
2 each.
Anywho.
Yeah.
Well, let's.
Anywho,
Syracuse Pitt.
I'm
Pitt's going
gonna
down.
apologize to everybody that's listening. That like my mom. I'm sorry.
Sorry,
Eat shit,
Coach Mom.
Pitt, all the way. Syracuse.
Yeah.
I mean Syracuse.
I go
Eat
Q's.
shit, Pitt.
I'm going Q's.
We here at West Virginia University, we do not like the University of Pittsburgh.
I will never take.
Really?
We
Bro,
we
like
do
imagine
not.
your mascot being a panther, the most like overused mascot ever. The only thing more than that is a tiger, but a tiger is cooler than a panther
That is true.
Go Tigers.
because tigers are bigger and they have prettier colors.
Yeah.
If you're watching this on YouTube, comment down below. Tigers or Panthers?
Exactly.
Go Tigers.
How many comments do you think we're gonna get? Maybe
0.
1 or 2.
You know what? I'm really gonna
All
highball it.
across.
I bet 5.
Go Tigers.
I bet one of them might be
$100.
my mom.
Okay.
Heck.
One of them might be my mom if I tell her about this.
Go
Nice.
Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Yeah. So
The tiger came.
Go Tigers.
and then another game here.
Go Tigers.
UCF taking on Memphis. UCF played really good last week against a decent Cincinnati team.
Since I'm not-
So I'm gonna go. Since I'm sorry, not Cincinnati. Duh. I'm gonna go UCF on this one.
I'm also gonna go UCF. I don't think. I mean, if you ask me, I don't think there's gonna be a question. I mean, Memphis is. I mean, they're 4-4, but I really don't think there's that much to talk about. I mean, yeah, no question, UCF.
Yep.
I agree.
Yep.
I don't know about Memphis, so we're just going to say UCF because
Ah.
University of Central Florida. About went there.
He's got a point.
I
Fair
consider
point,
going there
fair
for
point.
Alex.
Alright, where's the tide, dude? No tide. Come on.
It's
Oh my God, the Bears coming up.
Oh boy.
I love.
All right.
Oh,
So
the
the next
Bears.
game, the 23 ranked, because mine isn't adjusted to the college football playoff rankings yet, so I'm gonna just go in on
Oh,
what's on my
Bears.
list here. Number 23, Liberty in the AP poll, taking on Arkansas.
Liberty is taking it.
They're taking on Arkansas.
Yeah, and it's at Arkansas. I'm going to go Arkansas on this one due to the fact it's at Razorback Stadium. I would love to see Liberty win. Like I said
So
in
do I.
our college football playoff recap, I'd love to see them win.
So-
I think they can definitely get it done, but and again, I think this spread is a little too much. 13.5 is a little too much.
I don't think it is.
Liberty has a good offense. But Arkansas, again, they're an SEC team. Their 3 losses are 2 ranked teams, I believe, right? And then Florida State. correct?
I believe so.
So that's obviously a factor. So yeah, I'm gonna go Arkansas.
I mean, okay, if you ask me, Liberty is ranked. They're good. They're obviously, decent, at least decent. But Arkansas is either the worst or second to worst SEC team. Like, I don't know. Just it might be that I don't really like Arkansas all that much. But no, there's no question Liberty's taking it.
I'm gonna go with the Razorbacks.
I want Arkansas.
I'm gonna have to back up Andrew on this. I'm going with Liberty.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. So the next game, 7:00, Fox Sports 1. Number 24 Texas against number 13 Kansas State. If this one was at Texas, I would take Texas. But this one's at Kansas State. They played a good Oklahoma State team and they steamrolled them.
Yeah, how about to say?
So I'm gonna go Kansas State.
K-State.
K-State.
The line is actually saying Texas by 2.5, which is really surprising.
No.
But that is not happening.
No.
Bijan Robinson's gonna have another big game.
Gary, just make it a quick pick. Just say Kansas State and let's move on.
See, I'm not a big fan of the
Don't do it.
Longhorns.
Here we go.
But you know what? I'm gonna go Texas. Why not?
Really?
Come on.
Ye freaking ha.
Hook 'em horns. All right.
Vegas tied.
They got a great running back.
I'm sorry.
Vegas tied.
They got the power of Steve
sorry?
Sarkisian.
Said Vegas tied the game up.
What was the?
All right.
Okay.
Did the
They got
penalties
Steve
offset?
Sarkisian and a really good running back and the power of the mullet.
All right.
I got
So
faith in Texas.
we're gonna make these next couple ones quick.
Yeah, can we
picks.
speed this
Yeah,
shit
we'll
up,
Speed
please?
it up a little bit.
Number 5 Michigan at Rutgers.
Michigan.
Michigan.
Oh, absolutely, Michigan.
Number 4
You
Clemson.
didn't. Come on, you didn't give one.
Shh.
I
He
said
says
Clemson.
Michigan.
Or I said
Clemson.
Michigan.
He said Clemson.
Oh my God. You're gonna witness my
I said
insanity.
Michigan.
I mean, dude.
All right. Number 4 Clemson at Notre Dame.
Clemson.
Clemson!
Notre Dame is the most overrated.
Bro, Notre Dame got beat by Marshall.
Clemson.
Clemson.
A Sunbelt school.
You said Clemson?
I'm going Fighting Irish.
Really?
Yep.
That's terrible. Notre Dame's overrated.
We'll see.
Notre Dame also has some of the worst fans in
You also think
sports.
the Eagles are good.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
What?
Bro, just you wait. The Eagles are
Say it louder. Say it with your chest.
Playoffs.
They're not gonna win another game.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
Just
jeez.
you wait.
Okay.
Quick picks.
Arizona, Utah.
Utah, not even close.
Give me Utah.
If this was basketball, this would be a better game.
I'm going Arizona.
Really?
This guy.
Utah.
I'm going Arizona because Utah
I mean, this
took
guy.
my high school's logo.
That's fair.
So screw Utah.
My high school took the 49ers logo.
My high school has an original logo.
Yeah, let's
shout
move
out,
on.
Shout out North Hartford High School. Let's go, boys. Anyways, 0-6, baby. Hell over here.
All right. Next game. Number 20 Wake Forest. 21 NC State.
Wake
I'm gonna
Forest.
go Wake Forest.
Wake 'em up.
Demon Deacons for the win.
Wake.
What was that?
Demon Deacons.
Wake Forest.
Oh, okay. Wake Forest.
Feel the wake, baby.
Okay.
Feel the wake?
What is a wake forest?
It's like a very wake.
Alright.
It's a forest that just got
Like
woken
a
up.
wake is like a wave off a boat.
Alabama.
No.
LSU.
Bama.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
See, I don't know nothing about how these teams are
Roll
playing.
Tide.
But roll tide!
Roll Tide. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going with
I sound like a prepubescent 12-year-old.
Number 12
Roll damn Tide.
UCLA
What'd you pick?
and Arizona State.
Can we just make this quick?
I picked Wake Forest.
No.
Yeah.
Let's just
oh,
all
I
say-
picked Alabama. I'm
Let's
sorry.
just all say UCLA and Unison.
UCLA.
Yeah, UCLA.
UCLA.
Thank you.
Ukala.
Ucala.
No.
Are we doing NFL picks this time?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll do that next. And this isn't the final pick, but the final in the top 25. California, number 9, USC.
USA.
USC.
USC not even close.
All right,
Stacey
Scott.
Daniels,
and then
old
this
homie.
one,
You Sky.
West Virginia and Iowa State. I'm gonna go West Virginia on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. West
I just think
Virginia.
West Virginia puts up too many points on offense for
Yeah.
Iowa State to handle.
Give me West. The
This is
Western
the
Virginians.
first game in a long time that I can be confident in saying West
He's gonna be
Virginia.
confident. I'm not
I am
confident.
confident.
I'm just gonna go
I can
West
never
Virginia.
be confident
Yeah.
saying West Virginia.
Yeah, I can.
That is
Flash
true.
on my
Yeah.
face.
Bro, I didn't mean to.
All right, Gary.
See, I'm gonna go West Virginia, but I'm not confident
No one
because
is.
this team has found so many ways to
To lose.
screw up
And lose, yeah.
and lose. Like, our defense is a joke right now.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Like, watching them play against TCU is like watching a bunch of, like, B-team Little League players go up against, like, the senior high schoolers.
Mhm.
Like, they had runs blow past them, passes blow past them. But I'm
Yeah.
still going to go WVU because I'm biased.
Hey, let's go.
I totally agree.
And also, this magnificent beard is not coming in for no reason.
This man is gonna be the Mountaineer.
I think you're making plans.
I'm just saying.
Can you just apply already, please?
Bro, it's not till
It's
like
not-
April.
yeah, it's
Don't
not
worry.
till
You're going to, right?
Yeah, of course.
You get free tuition.
No, I don't think I get a free scholarship, but I do get free housing.
No, you get your.
No,
you
you get free tuition.
the
Oh,
year.
sick.
The year you're the Mountaineer, it's free.
Oh, I thought it was just housing and food.
No.
Well, that's lit.
It's everything.
Oh yeah.
I'll take that too.
Roll Tide.
Yeah. So.
Ow! Fuck!
Hey.
Whoa!
That was really hard. Oh my.
Somebody get some Dawn dish soap. We got to wash this man's mouth out.
Wow. I am very sorry for those of you listening. Griffin is. He's silenced.
Ah.
He's silent. No,
It hurt.
you're
Whoa.
silenced for 5 minutes.
You closed my laptop and then punched in my arm.
Somebody put him in the corner.
All right. So. Next.
Yep, next.
We're gonna go shift to the NFL. If
Oh my
not,
God, I'm excited.
ESPN will load. So in the recap of the NFL, we've seen a lot of things happen.
Recap. I forgot.
I was
about
going those.
scores.
I was going at the end. At the end.
Oh.
At the
Can we
end.
just do it now?
At the end.
No, at the end.
All right, go now while my laptop loads.
Okay. For college, we forgot about this. Okay, so college. How many times can I say college in a minute? Griffin and Quinn, tied for first at 13-5, while Gary, Quinn,
Always.
and myself all tied for second.
Wait, Gary.
Yeah!
Gary Quinn.
Gary, Camden, and I.
Okay, I was gonna
met.
say.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
We all tied for second at 12-6. And then NFL, Camden came first
Of course he did.
in
so good
at 11-4. I came in second
What?
at 10-5.
What?
Griffin, dude.
Griffin, Gary, and Quinn all tied for third at 9-6.
Wow. Griffin.
Hey, I got a winning
Do you have
record,
anything to
which
say
is
about
better than
that?
the Steelers right
you
now.
want
That's all
the
that
guy that
matters.
picked the...
Do you want to say anything about that?
Why?
The thing is, he
We just
picked
got
the
third
Steelers over
with
Eagles.
Gary, the guest picker.
If
I'm a
he-
little
If
embarrassed.
he wouldn't have picked the Steelers over Eagles,
I had a
he
shit posting pick, and I still tied.
actually. He picked the Steelers over the
Did he-
Eagles.
Did how the Steelers do this weekend?
Hey, we're
we
getting
had
there.
rough
Say it.
times,
Okay.
But we're
Just
also
for that.
in a rebuilding period.
Say it.
Okay.
Say it, Gary. Say it.
Okay, we're getting. Okay, so
This is why.
So
this
a
is why
couple
we got
of
a
things.
camera.
I think this one was the game of the week.
What are you
After
doing?
not,
Good
it wasn't the game of the
God.
week going into it, but it was the game of the week certainly after. Panthers and Falcons. That game came down to the wire. If it was not for the wide receiver
That's fair.
for the Panthers,
The only reason it was a good game was because both teams suck so bad that they both.
that's okay. That's when no one cares. We just want good football.
That's fair.
It's not good football. That's the point.
It was good football.
It was good football, dude.
It was good football.
Well, with Gary.
It was good football. No, where are you going?
I mean,
Whoa,
what?
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Gary.
whoa,
Oh my
whoa,
gosh.
whoa.
Okay, so
and
can we do
Gary,
this?
Gary and Griffin have left the podcast.
Oh, are they getting food? Well, I'll be back.
oh my gosh, dude,
We getting food?
Oh no, I started
don't eat
something.
all of those. All right, so Dolphins and the Lions. That game was a little surprise. I thought the Lions were gonna pull this one
But
out.
did they? Because
Um,
Tua is insane.
So now let's shift into
Am I in frame?
next week because
No.
we're gonna get these. We're gonna get these. So Griffin, if you'd please come back so we can get these.
Is it still recording, by the way?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, good.
So Thursday night.
Oh my god.
Come on,
This
dude.
guy.
Bro, why you gotta be on my ottoman like that?
Thursday
I
night,
violated your ottoman.
the Eagles and Texans.
Ooh.
Go Birds!
No. Now this.
Oh wait, hold on.
Now this one here.
Oh, my bad.
This is game of the week, right? Nah, give me the
Oh,
birds.
that's soft though. That's soft shut.
E-A-G-L-E.
Give me the birds.
Eagles.
Dude, I can hear you chomping through the mic. This
What?
is why I said no chips.
Give me the birds.
Like, alright, so yeah, I'm gonna go the Eagles on this one. Just on the fact of it's the Eagles and they're playing the Texans. So, yeah. Andy?
Yeah, I agree.
I will also go the Eagles, even though I hate saying that.
Aw.
Alright, so I think we all went Eagles. Gary, you went
Yeah.
Eagles? Camden, I can hear you chomping through the
As
mic.
much
Give me the Eagles.
Here, give
as
it.
I hate to say this because the Eagles are one of my least favorite teams, I can't deny the facts. The Texans are just not a good team. So I'll have to go Eagles.
And who is good?
The Eagles are better than the Texans, I'll give them that.
They're better than most teams.
Well, yeah, they're good.
Quit
this year.
caressing him like that. That's really
Yeah, I was
weird.
about to say, I didn't give you consent to touch my white side.
Alright, so the next game,
This is
1
my
o'clock,
white side.
Chargers and Falcons. Just make these quick picks.
Chargers.
Chargers.
Joey Bosa all the way.
Give me the Chargers.
Next game, Dolphins and the Bears.
Fins up.
Fins up.
I really,
Is it at?
Dude.
Is it at Soldier?
I swear.
yes.
Woohoo, I'm going Bears.
I really
I'm going
want to see
Bears.
Chicago win this one.
Are you kidding me?
And I think Tua has struggled last
What?
week and the week
No.
beforehand.
Yeah, Quinn.
And I think
Say it.
I think
Say it, Quinn.
with I think Justin Fields now getting Chase Claypool
Oh,
in
yeah.
the trade.
Hell yeah.
I think Justin Fields has his receiver. I'm with Griffin on this one.
Yeah.
No Bears.
Tua strike.
Go Bears.
You almost got beat by
Listen.
the Lions and you almost got beat by the Steelers.
But we didn't.
But you almost did.
All I'm gonna say
Did they?
is the Dolphins. Dolphins are in the AFC, right?
Yes.
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 The Dolphins, surprisingly,
The
have
Dolphins.
become have surprisingly become like one of the strongest teams in the AFC. Not the strongest, but one of them. Which I have been a renowned Florida team hater, so I never saw this coming. But I must say I'm impressed. So I gotta go Dolphins because the Bears have not been good since Mike Ditka
Fins up.
was the coach.
Go Bears.
Fins up.
Fins up,
I mean,
baby.
fins up.
Fins up.
Strictly fins up.
Fins up.
Hand me a put bag.
Alright, so the next game. Did you go?
Yeah, no, I said fins up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next game, Panthers and the Bengals. On the current
See,
trend,
that's a tricky one.
on the current trend that the Bengals are going right now,
They
and the
lost to
current
the
trend
Browns.
that the Panthers are going right now with PJ Walker,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to go the Panthers on this one.
Over.
The Bengals. Bengals did not look good last
Is
week.
No,
Jamar
no,
Chase
they
gonna be
lost
back?
the
No,
Browns. I'm
He's
picking
out
the
at least
Panthers.
3 to 4
Panthers?
weeks. Yeah, Panthers.
Joe
Joe Burrow
is
cannot.
nothing without
He
Jamar
is
Chase.
nothing.
Nah, I'm still
I
going.
agree.
Wait, what happened to Jay Chizzy? He get hurt?
Yeah, he did.
Man!
I'm still going Bengals.
Wow, alright.
See, this is a tricky one. Because I don't have a lot of faith in the Panthers. But also, the Bengals lost to probably one of the worst AFC teams right now, the freaking Browns. They're one good
It's still
quarterback.
Monday night at the
Isn't even
Dome.
allowed to play, and he wasn't even that good. But I'm still going to go with Joe Shiesty. Because he be elusive.
He wasn't very elusive yesterday.
No.
Shut up, Quinn. Joe Shiesty's going to pull
He got
something out.
manhandled by the Cleveland Browns. I mean, good grief.
Hey,
I mean,
they
the
have a good
Browns own the
O-line.
Bengals.
The Browns have a good
They
O-line.
ran
and
ball.
O-lines win football games.
That's the same.
The Browns don't have anybody good, but go ahead and justify that, I guess. Whatever. Packers and Lions.
That's a hard one.
I am going to go Dan Campbell, Jared Goff on this one. It's at Detroit.
Yeah.
The Lions looked good against the
Did
Dolphins.
not.
I think St. Brown's going to get some more looks,
I'm right.
and I just think Aaron Rodgers does not, since they did not
Well,
go out
Hopkins
in the
isn't gonna
trade
get any
deadline.
Carries for sure.
They did not go out in the trade
Carries, I mean,
deadline,
usually don't run the ball with the tight end.
and they didn't go out, and they didn't
That's
get
fair.
any offensive weapons.
Rodgers is gonna be.
Rodgers is the only offensive weapon they currently have right now,
That's
Aaron Jones.
other
and,
than
and,
Aaron
and
Jones.
right now, Rodgers has been meh.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know, it's not like super Rodgers anymore. It's not like it's not 2015. So, you know,
Or like last year.
Yeah.
or like last year. Basically, what are you whispering about over there? Huh? We got a camera.
With that
Are we
being
making
said,
secret
But yeah,
trade picks?
no.
with
I'm
that
going,
being said,
I'm going with the Lions. Discount double
Me and
check
Quinn are playing
is
footsies underneath the table. You guys can't see.
with that being said, I'm going with the Packers.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair
go
enough.
Pack, go.
Packers, the Packers.
Alright, so just like with the Dolphins, I am known to be a renowned Detroit Jared Goff's hater, but they seem to have made some improvements. Aaron Rodgers is not on his game. He lost one of his major offensive weapons. So I'm going to have to go with the Lions. I'm sorry.
Attaboy, Gary. Let's go.
I don't like the Lions, but the Packers are not on their game right now.
They're both bad teams, but I think
Yeah.
I think the Lions are the least
But the
bad
Lions
out
at
of the
least
two.
have a few
Now,
weapons on their.
if we thought the last couple games have been bad,
Ooh, wait.
this next one is really rough. Raiders, Jaguars.